Benjamin Netanyahu, another khinzir. All the elites 1%, they are khanazir. Was speaking yesterday. He was speaking yesterday talking about municipalities, municipality and the regions of Israel, and he said he's going to make northern parties of Israel more rich and more richer, more stronger, more stable than south of Israel, and he doesn't want anybody to flee in northern cities and the northern region of Israel, despite Hamas, not Hamas, Hezbollah bombing and this and that, and their strikes and their strikes and their strikes. And he said that he is going to supply them with immense amounts of money. Where is this money coming from? This money is coming from the United States of America and the EU and the other nations that support that support Israelis, that support Israelis. And he said in the same instance, and he made with them, he made a news conference, a news and media conference and the summit, and he said they murdered everybody related to Hezbollah, everybody related to Hezbollah in Lebanon, and they are going to further continue attacking Lebanon, and they are going to continue their military strikes against Lebanese and their government. And there is no ceasefire, and there is no any agreement and deals with the Lebanese, Iranians, or anybody, and they are not going to obey the demands and the orders of the Americans or anybody, and they are going to continue their wars against the Lebanese and the Iranians And then something very great occurred yesterday. The defense minister of the United Kingdom has resigned because he said the government of Keir Starmer has not honored its commitments and the pledges and the pledge is اللي هو agreement and the promises they made to United Kingdom. This Trump brags about that he made all the EU nations, including the United Kingdom, raise their military spending to more than 5%. This is a lie. There is no nation. Yesterday, including, I went via something and they said 9 nuclear countries in the most nuclearized nations upon planet Earth. Among the greatest among them is the United States of America. They are investing heavily in their nuclear capabilities. Where is the treaty of not equipping yourself nuclear wise? Number of proliferation treaty, it is not functioning. They are saying it is not functioning, and the 9 countries that are mostly and heavily nuclear wise weaponized, they are continuing to heavily spend on acquiring nuclear capabilities. Here, this is something, it is a despicable swamp. He resigned, and he was saying اللي هو Minister of Defense of the United Kingdom, John Haley, Keir Starmer government, they are detrimental to the United Kingdom military, and they don't want to increase their spending on the military. And he said he is not capable, as a Ministry of Defense, he is not capable of defending the United Kingdom currently, including the military can do nothing. The military of the United Kingdom cannot do anything with the current amounts of money that the Keir Starmer government said that they are going to allocate for a United Kingdom military. It is a swamp, great. What did they? United Kingdom, it is in Somaliland. It works in them in the haram stuff. And then اللي هو head and the leader of the Northern Ireland police, it is chief and head and leader. He said that they are going to murder il people, instigators of violence. Actually, il police, they must taste from their own medicine. I am with the youth, with the youngsters, with the people that are fighting against the military and the police, in Northern Ireland. They are killing the people without anything, without fear of retaliation. They don't give a damn about anything. They are arresting everybody and they are killing no matter your age, no matter your gender. They are killing everybody in Northern Ireland, and they are, because they are wearing a uniform against the people, not for the people. They are making hooks and news and media conferences, and they are saying, "Il people." Somebody with a gun is saying about somebody with no gun. They are not in the military, they are not in the police, they are not in the intelligence. They are a mere civilian and they don't have any weapon, and somebody is standing in front of them with a machine gun, with a military tank, with this and that, and with the latest weapon, and they are saying, they are people who are doing violence. Somebody, he is not military equipped and they don't have any sort of weapons. Somebody is saying about somebody with no weapons. Someone with weapons is saying about somebody with no weapons. They are violent. They are violent. They look at me, they talk with me. They look at me, they talk with me, and then I am going to kill them. They are instigating violence. That this is not honoring the sanctity of life. I am with the people revolting against this is stinky, filthy, militarized units that are committing evil and crimes against civilians. He said that there is a very few number of people who are instigating this violence, and they are going to be killed. Who says something on television? They are saying about the people, they are going to kill them. They take them to the highest courts, arrest them, and they deserve whatever comes towards them from the civilians they are terrorizing, arresting, and murdering. What comes from those civilians that are defending themselves against those killer militarized units, they deserve what is coming their way. You are using your own forces against the unweaponized, not a combatant, non-combatant civilians. And Trump, few days ago, he made a statement. I discussed with you this about reducing the amounts of crime in America, and he said that he was asking, you said about Iran, they are going to pay the price. The media is questioning him, and he said he is going to, including he tweeted, their navy is gone. He said their military is gone. Their intelligence, there is no intelligence. There is no navy. There is no aerospace, and they have America. They seized everything, and he said we are going to raid Al Kharj Islands and other oil and gas and fuel refineries, and they are going to apply stuff of اللي هو المودel and the example and the stuff that occurred, the phenomena that occurred in Venezuela, where they have taken Maduro and then they made with interim president Rodriguez, they made a pact. They are going to do something similar, and they are going to use oil and gas and fuel resources and wealth, like they say about Cuba and Raul Castro. They are going to do the same they are doing in Venezuela. They are going to apply it in Iran, and everybody is going to become the richest people and folks upon planet Earth, and they are going to strike everywhere, and everything about Iran, they are going to strike it. And yesterday he was saying, what is going to occur to Iran tonight, it is something horrendous is going to occur against Iran tonight. And then this morning Trump is saying that they are not going to do anything in regards to Iran, and they are going to secure a deal. They want to go to G7 summit that is going to occur in 15 June. 15 June, and they want something to offer to the EU nations that say the United States of America is not their ally. They want something, a bribe. They want to give the EU a particular bribe, and they are saying, JD Vance, who should make this treaty with Iran? El vice president or the president with the president of America should make it this treaty with the Iranians ولا el vice president. They are saying, Trump said, they were saying, Abbas Arashki, he's saying there were several delegations. It was not only, there were many people who were, many delegations inside the United States of America delegation. Stephen Witkoff and Jared Kushner, they were doing bidding for Israel. And JD Vance was doing bidding for Trump and his trillionaire and billionaire allies. Billionaire and trillionaire allies. And they couldn't make any deal or any agreement or anything. And Trump was saying, I told JD Vance, don't go to Iran, to Pakistan and do a treaty with the Iranians because there is nothing that is going to occur. And he was saying, we are going to change a location of making an agreement. Islamabad and Pakistan is not going to become a place where we are going to secure a deal with Iran. We are not going to Islamabad and Pakistan. Currently, they are saying they are going to the EU and the Geneva, and the vice president is going there. In that, few days ago, where they were asking in this summit where Trump is saying they secured they secured America and there is no illegal migration and there is no crimes and they are not labeled as the Democratic Party. They are the Democrats, they made criminals and the mental asylum and this and that coming to America, and they have the greatest border upon planet Earth, and there is no migration coming into America. And they said if people want to come to اللي هو World Cup currently الفيفا into America and they are unable due to your ban on the visas, they are unable to arrive to America. And he said don't question me. He said, Trump, in that summit of raising and making America secure. He said, don't question me about anything. And he said he's going to make Iran pay the price. He said, don't ask me anything in regards to the visa. He made a ban against 75 nations, including lots of other nations, and they said people are unable to arrive to America. And unable to arrive there. And he said they are going to do something. And he said, don't talk and don't say anything. And he was talking about a creature they hired as the new Attorney General. His name is Ted what? And he said he is a great man and he is going. And he said he's going to remain for a particular duration in America. Ted Blanchett. And Ted Blanchett was standing in a place that is very beside Rand Paul. He's standing so in a very far place from Trump and his administration. And this Ted Blanchett, he was standing in another place. El new Attorney General of America. And he said, his grades in school and the university was B+, but he is the most hardworking, most smart Attorney General in the American arena. He is the greatest human being. Don't say anything about him. Todd Blanchett, he's the greatest human being among planet Earth. And then an Israeli news anchor and media anchor, she said to President Trump, are you going to supply Turkey with aeroplanes and the military planes and the military jets that are very unique to Israel, and it has dominance over the entire Middle East. Only Israel got this aeroplanes and the military planes and military jets. they said Turkish are making pacts with those who are threatening Israel, and they are killing the Israelis, and they are threatening Turkish people and their president Recep Tayyip Erdogan. They are threatening Israelis. Are you going to supply them with this military planes? And he said Recep Tayyip Erdogan is a great president, and they love one another so much. Trump is saying he loves, and he is the most greatest president in the Middle East, and his nation loves him, and Trump loves him, and he said he's going to do something about it, and he cannot threaten, Israeli people, and he's going to do something about it. And who was speaking at the unspeakable creator, who said, "In lands of Israel, it is from the river to the sea." He was talking, saying, Israel is not only linked to America and connected to America because of biblical relations, and it is holy lands. It is the holy lands, and it is very important for Christianity and Judaism. Who said the lands of Christians and the Jew, it is from the river and the lands of Israel, because Israel is mentioned as a promised land and the holy land in the Bible and in the Torah and the Talmud. He was Mike Huckabee Sanders. This is اللي هو the catastrophic evangelism اللي هو الإسرائيليز. They say God is angry about 6 billion idol worshippers. They consider a Trinity. Do you know what is a Trinity in Christianity? Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. This is the Trinity. The Israelis say the Christians are idol worshipping. They are pagan worshippers, because Judaism is like Islam. It is a monolithic religion. It is a monolithic religion. There is only one Allah. There is only one God. In Judaism, and also in Islam. Israelis say about Christians idol pagan worshippers. They have a very senior rabbi creator, and he talks everywhere upon planet Earth, and he says God is so enraged and he is so angered via this 6-7 billion idol pagan worshippers. And he said the Chinese and those in Asia and the Indians, the Hindustan, and the Trinity of the Christians, God is enraged via them. But God is enraged via them. God is enraged about them. Mark Huckabee Sanders, he was saying Israel is not only important in biblical terms to America and Christianity. They are a nation that is capable of generating out of nothing money. They know it is the most wealthy nation upon planet Earth. During this war, he was talking somewhere, and he said, during this war, you are not aware of the amount of money that was created via Israel. And he was talking about billions and trillions that were made via the Israelis. That is, Israelis are getting money from America and the EU. And Mike Huckabee Sanders is saying, including, I have showed you in 60 minutes, they were asking Benjamin Netanyahu, are you going to seek another means to not to be dependent on the United States of America for supporting Israel financially? What are you going to do about it? And Mike Huckabee Sanders is saying Israel generates money. They are asking Benjamin Netanyahu in 60 minutes, the only money you get is from America. What are you going to do about it? And they are saying currently there is treaties that is going to be made in Geneva, and they are not going to resume or conduct further negotiations and agreements with Pakistanis in Islamabad. Islamabad was doing this because Islamabad, it wanted 7 billion from the Western nations as loans. Because they are one of the poorest nations, Muslim nations, they want more money and more financial investments and loans from the Western world, and they want money from the IMF, 7 billion. They were doing this. They were aiding Westerners that are going to supply them with the money. They were doing this to them, and currently they were finalizing stuff. They are agents. I told you they are an agent nation. They were doing hard work, and toward this finalization, they said, we done this and this and that. Currently, you finalize it with EU and the Europeans, who are going to give Pakistanis money to invest in their nation, and loans from the World Bank, the IMF, and other places, and the Western nations, and the USA. And the USA, there currently is severely financially, economically devastated in Pakistanis. This GCC nations, they should invest in those Muslim nations that are begging the Westerners. They are giving Trump and his administration and the Westerners trillions of US dollars. They should invest in the bigger Muslim nations. They should give them lots of money, including in the Putin summit. There were many in St. Petersburg. There were many GCC nations, and they were giving President Putin lots of trillions of US dollars. You should also supply a Muslim world and Muslim nations with this money that you are giving to the Chinese, to the Russians, to the Westerners. They don't aid the Muslims. They don't aid the Muslims. Their money is for everybody apart from اللي هو aiding the Muslim nations. They are saying that Hezbollah affiliated Akhbar reporters received a final response that includes Lebanon as part of the agreement. They said this Hezbollah is saying, and the Iranians, the war must end on all fronts. And they are saying also Trump has spoken this morning with Benjamin Netanyahu on 10 occasions. On 10 occasions, well, 3 occasions, he spoke about Lebanon, and he told him they must end the war in Lebanon. And he said the Iranians are saying, and Hezbollah and their affiliates, they don't want only ceasefire, they want the ending of war on all fronts. And they said the military operations must end in the Middle East. Wars must end in the Middle East. The Qatari and the Pakistanis, they didn't achieve anything. They were doing fabrications. They wanted to finalize the stuff, so they make a deal. They are saying it is not including a treaty. It is not a finalized agreement. It is a framework. It is a framework, they are saying. They are also saying that Iran is not going to sign any deal, because there was a 15 and the 14 and the 10 and the 5 and the 5 agreement point is deals, and they are constantly changing this. And currently, including the Iranians, including the Lebanese, they are unaware, and they don't know what they are agreeing upon. Which agreement is it? There was a 15 point agreement, a 15, a 14, a 10, a 5, and currently they are saying it is only a 1-page memorandum of understanding, and this and that, and nobody knows what they are discussing and what they are talking about. And they are saying the most important thing is not اللي هو Iranians are saying they want unfreezing of their money and their assets, and the receive of 100 billion US dollars that were seized via Westerners and the Americans. And they are saying they are not going to supply Iran with any money. The most dire stuff is اللي هو removal of the blockade of the Strait of Hormuz, and اللي هو navigation in the Strait of Hormuz must return to its fullest capabilities, And the thing is, they are talking about Iranians. This is not, and they want uranium via any means, any means. اللي هو الستريت of Hormuz and the uranium. They don't give a damn about this Iranian money they are talking about. It is unimportant for Western nations and their GCC allied nations. It is unimportant for them. Are they saying one of the most drastic remains that remains catastrophic in this agreement is and deals is the fate of billions of dollars in frozen assets of the Iranian money abroad. They are unable to do any agreement due to this money that they refuse to release for the Iranians. And they were saying the Americans and the Westerns, including the Lebanese, are saying this. They don't want to become part of the agreements that are currently made with the Iranians. And Marco Rubio and J.D. Vance, including President Trump, they are saying if Iran remains talking about Lebanon and saying they want to end the war in all fronts and in all those who are affiliated with Iran, this agreement is not going to occur. Iran shouldn't discuss what is America and Israel going to conduct against affiliates of Iran in the Middle East, اللي هو Hezbollah and Houthis and the others in Iraq and here and there. And the monarchy of Thailand, this is among the stuff they were discussing. And the monarchy of Thailand, their eldest daughter, who was in succession of they said it is a dynasty that existed for more than 200 years, and this daughter of theirs, she was among اللي هو princess something Baja Khartikia Baha. She is the eldest daughter and she was in coma since 2022. She was suffering from coma. She went into coma after getting severely ill, and she died, and they don't know who is going to become اللي هو in her becoming to be, because there is succession to those who are in the Thailand monarchy. They are very devastated via what occurred against her, and they were talking about they are motherless monarchy figures. They are this daughter who died, and then there is her brother who also is a motherless, and they were raised via their اللي هو mother via their father and stepmothers who are currently married to اللي هو Thailandese monarch, and he is a dumb creature. He is not politically savvy like his sister that was in coma, and they are very devastated. The Princess Baha of Thailand, second in line to the throne, dies at 47. She was a motherless monarch, including her brother now was motherless. They are from different mothers. The guy, he is a billionaire, trillionaire, and he married so many females, and he has lots of motherless children. He has raised in the Thailandese monarch. One of them died in this mysterious sort of manner due to an unknown disease, and she went into coma, and they currently don't know what to do about what occurred to her. اللي هو the one who is going to become in replacement of her. They say he is a retard and he is not as politically savvy as his other siblings. And the third one, also another daughter that she's currently living with her mother. She is a fashionista. She loves media and the modeling and stuff like that. And they don't know what to do in the Thailandese monarchy. They are devastated. She was suffering from a catastrophic disease and she was in coma, and they are unaware what to do. They are devastated. EU proposes 540 package aid package to farmers in the EU for as a fertilizers aid, and the Ebola is further spreading in entire planet Earth. And in China, they are arresting people due to after they said they are have the captured U.S. citizen, and they said they are were doing espionage and spying for the Americans. And the Philippine military says China sanctions against them is has no grounds and it is ungrounded. And the NATO is saying that they are going to gradually elevate and strengthen the Kosovo peace mission troops capabilities. And the other thing, this is a catastrophe, and they said he was a very great president. They have given a verdict in regard not a death. They were saying they are going to give him a death. This verdict اللي هو Yoon Suk Yeol, a South Korean president. They are currently saying he's going to serve 30 years in prison. They said he was it is politically it is a political arrest. They are saying it is a political arrest. They have given him a verdict of 30 years of imprisonment. This is something catastrophic. They said he was a good man. And he has millions and millions of supporters that are saying that this verdict is against him is politicized, and it is اللي هو judicial and political system have been weaponized against him. This is among the stuff that occurred around planet Earth. Support me, humanity, and help me find a job and travel abroad. Rescue me from evil creatures.